It is important to pause and let understanding catch up with us. How many of you actually take time out to reflect on your thoughts, reflect on your feelings, reflect on the emotions, which is the feelings? How many of you actually set aside a time each day to just reflect? And what John Maxwell said is that in the law of reflection, is that pause and let reflection and let your growth catch up with you. Pause every day. Just stop, right? Just put a pause on where you're at right now in your life. If you want, just stop, time out. We say, I think this way you say time out. Put a time out on your life. And you know what Peter Drucker said is that follow effective action with quiet reflection. From the quiet reflection will come more effective action. So ponder on those words and ask yourself on a daily basis, do you actually set aside some time to let your understanding catch up with where you're at in your life or what is happening to you right now? And I found that many people, and I think I have fallen to that trap too, where it's just go, 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 go. And you're learning so many things, you're doing so many things, but how are you reflecting on these experiences? And when we think of the power of pausing, think of reflection, how reflection turns your experience into insight. Many people think that experience is, the key to all learning. I would say is that evaluated experience, okay, is the best teacher. So, are you evaluating the experience you're having on a daily basis? What are the things that you're exposed to and how are you dealing with it? Everyone needs a time and a place alone. So, this is not a time where you are with people reflecting, but do you schedule a time where you can actually intentionally pause to think about what you're experiencing? Whether it's a good thing, a bad thing, who knows? But are you evaluating those experiences to see that, did I learn something here? And so don't be in a habit where you say, oh boy, thank God that it's over with. But ask yourself, what did I learn from what just happened here? What did I learn from what you've been through? Maybe for the past years or so in your life. What did I learn from it? Pause and reflect. So if you are a leader, pausing is vital to your success. If you listen to every great leader, you will hear that they have time where they're journaling, where they're actually, listening, putting aside time to just listen. Okay, so, if someone is going down a wrong path, they don't need inspiration to speed up on that path. They need to stop and reflect. What am I doing here? Am I in the right zone? And okay, what do I need to tweak? What do I need to change so that I can get back maybe on the right path? Okay, so look at your life right now, and it's four directions pretty much you can take when you are reflecting. So, in your timeout, investigate, find meaning in each experience. Okay, so what is it that you are feeling? What is it that it is happening right now? What does it mean to you? How would you, you know, deal with it? How would you put plans in place to actually maybe cushion, maybe plans to how you're going to experience something like this again? What are you going to do? And then incubation, think of how do you let your thoughts sit for some time and simmer. That where you can actually listen to what you are thinking and what you're hearing. Right? So listen and learn from what you're doing. So stop, let it simmer in your brain. And then think of, what the value of that experience? What were the aha moments? This is where your brain actually connect to something, and come to light of, yes, this is what this meant in my life here. This is what is happening here. So what is that aha moment? So think about, what are you thinking right now? What are the things you're pondering on for your future? Remember that what other people think of you is none of your business. We're so focused, and sometimes I think I fall into that trap too, is that you're trying to please other people. And pleasing other people could be your parents, it could be your kids, it could be your friends, it could be anyone, right? And falling into that trap also can keep you back. And so understanding by reflecting will help you to know where you're at. So expand the experience into lesson. Put flesh to your ideas now. What is it that you're thinking? And put some thoughts more into it of action too. What needs to be done? Okay, and then asking yourself the right questions. It is important that if you're not asking yourself the right questions, you will get the wrong answers. So, what are the questions you're asking yourself when you're reflecting? What are those questions that can help you to understand where you're at and what can you do? So, think about questions like, you know, what is my biggest asset? For me, I would say that one of my biggest assets is my determination, that and persistence in doing something. And think about your liability. I shared one of mine is that sometimes I think that, what other people think of me is important. And the day that we all understand that, what you think of yourself is more important than what other people think of you. And that's where the power lies, that you are going to be able to live a fulfilled life if you understand your capabilities, right? So what is your highest high? What is your lowest low? So you can write these questions down and sit in your thinking time every day and just answer those questions for yourself. What is the most worthwhile emotions that you have? Sometimes the thoughts that we are having is generating a negative emotion, and it's not serving you. What are those emotions that you're having that is not serving you right now that you need to get rid of? Or maybe habits that you're having that is not helping you to grow. Get rid of those habits or start to work on developing new habits that's going to help you in getting on that track to get to where you want to be. So, what is most fulfilling for you? Are you doing the things that you love in life? Are you doing it because someone told you to do it, or are you doing it because you want to? What is your most prized possession? What do you do not know about you as yet? And these can be some blind spots, and I always encourage people is to go and ask others, what are you seeing about me that I am not seeing? And think, right? Not everything people say to you, take it and that's it. Go sit down and think for yourself in your thinking time every day. Put some flesh to those thoughts and see, does it make sense? What is it that I can change about here? What do I need to start doing differently? Because it's only foolish people do the same thing every day and expect something different to happen. And sadly, we have so many people, maybe in their 80s or 90s, if they live so long, really live a life that of regret. And I will challenge you, actually, go visit some of these homes. Being a Gideon, also an auxiliary of the Gideons, I got the opportunity to visit, I think, almost 90% of the homes in this country and meet a lot of elderly people. And I can hear so much regrets and the life that they would live where they end up right now. Where do you want to be? Who do you want to become? It's important that you learn it now You don't want to reach the almost to the end of your life and wish that you have done something. So are you growing on a daily basis? What does it take to grow on a daily basis? So remember, the journey will be worthwhile if you put in the work that is needed. So seeking to know oneself is so important to, or the key, I would say, in reaching your full potential. Do you know you? Right? We might know so much about other people, but ask yourself today, do I really know me? Do I know who I am? Do I know what I'm capable of doing? And am I living what I know that I am capable of? So don't sell yourself short, but think today, how can I keep growing and be more impactful? How can I actually reach to the end of my life and say, I have enjoyed the journey of getting to where I'm at, and I've learned a lot. I've lived a fulfilled life. I've lived all the potential possibly that I could have done and achieved in this life. I've done it. So give us a call if you'd like to book a session with one of our coaches and get on a path of a self-development program that you will keep growing and realizing your full potential. So have a great day, everyone.